I'm Di. I'm one half of MD Blaylock, and my husband is the other half. His name is Michael. We write books together, and our goal in writing in general is to give rest, empowerment, and delight. So every one of our books, everything we post about, everything we talk to you guys about, has to do with rest, empowerment, and delight. The main reason we do that is because we feel like the world is missing a lot of that. Not everybody knows how to rest because we're just in a hustle bustle, always on the move. Why aren't you monetizing your hobby kind of world? And the reason we want to give empowerment is because it feels like there's a lot of people in the world who don't realize that they can do more than they can, or they don't feel that they have the know-how or the experience or whatever. So what we like to do is add characters in our books or plot lines or whatever that show people you have what it takes. You can do it. How's it said? The power is within you, kind of a thing. So, and then delight, because everybody needs joy. Like, what's life without joy? Awful, empty, ridiculous, like, bleh. Who wants to live like that? So our main thing is we want to give rest, empowerment, and delight. And I want to do more or less the same thing with this YouTube channel. I want to give mainly encouragement, but through the lens of rest, empowerment, and delight. So I'll be crafting in some way. Right now I'm working on a neck gaiter for a friend's little boy. He really likes orange. Bless him. But it's got some really fun cabling. I will add a link in the description for the pattern because it's free on Ravelry. And so what my plan is I'm going to knit, sew, draw, whatever craft I feel like for that video. And talk to you guys about whatever's on my heart. Usually, well, it'll always be some form of encouragement to keep you guys going, remind you that you're not alone in the fight, and I've got your back. I love you guys. This channel is primarily for people who need joy and need encouragement. I want you guys to be able to come here and hang out and to be able to leave feeling like you can get back into the fight and that you're not alone. One thing this channel will not be is tutorials and like, oh, here's how to get out of a creative rut or whatever. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not good at tutorials. I'm not good at helping people fix their lives. But one thing I am good at is encouragement. Like that was my big goal as a child, was I wanted to be an encourager. I remember when I think I was 11, I was like, God, the one thing I want to do in life, I want to be a Barnabas, because he was called a son of encouragement. I was like, that is just like the best title ever. So that's why we're here. So that's what this channel will be, and I hope you're excited to be along for the ride. Today's talk is about comparison, and it is the thief of joy. Now, I know we've all heard that a million times, but I want to talk to you about my personal experience with comparison. So a little backstory. Michael and I write books together, but he's been writing for significantly longer than I have. So he started writing when he was 14. He was writing fan fiction for a video game. Did y'all ever play Legend of Dragoon? I had never heard of it until he and I started dating. And to this day, I'm not allowed to read that fan fiction. Apparently, it was horribly bad. He's improved since then. Don't let that scare you. But he started writing that when he was 14. He's 37 now. So you do the math. He's been writing for a long time. I only started writing 2 years ago. I had dabbled in it here and there throughout my young adult life, but I didn't start properly writing, like to actually publish anything, until about 2 years ago. And it has been extraordinarily hard not to compare my journey to his, because my brain, the way I work, is I look at somebody who I really, really look up to, and I'm like, oh, I want to write like that. And then I get frustrated when I don't get it right the first time. It is really, really hard not to just go, well, I'll never get there, and just give up. There have been several times since we started writing together where I seriously thought about throwing in the towel, because I was comparing my writing to his, and he's got 20 years on me. That's not fair. He knows stuff I don't. He understands how to craft a sentence without getting stuck on it, or how to weave multiple things into a scene without having to go back and edit it 4 times. And that's not fair to him or anybody to go, why can't I get to where they are? You haven't had that experience yet. You haven't had to fight through it. And that was the big thing I had to really push through, was to go, why am I not there yet? When I just hadn't had the experience. And honestly, I'm glad I have to push through and really work through the hard stuff, because that's the stuff that will actually make me a better writer. If I just am good right out of the gate, well, then I can't look back and go, look how hard I had to work for that. So the thing I want to leave you guys with is, don't compare yourself to others. Yeah, they're further ahead than you. What you gonna do about it? And I don't mean that in a, yeah, we'll just get over it kind of a thing. I legit mean, what can you do except keep going? Because here's the thing, what you're going through is hard. You're gonna have to push through. You're gonna have to keep trying. You're gonna have to keep going back and figuring out whatever it is you're working on, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a creative project, whatever it is. You're gonna have to keep trying. You're gonna have to keep working at whatever it is. Oh, I almost did that wrong. But the reason other people look like they're further ahead than you is because they already had to go through the season you're in. They had to push through. They had to learn. They had to cry at night and wonder why in the world it's not working for them either. You got this. This will make you so strong. And you're not alone. Every single person you know has had to push through something they did not want to push through, and they have had to keep going. You got this. I know it's hard. I know it sucks. Trust me, I've been there. I am there. Michael and I started writing a book together where I'm writing some of the scenes. Usually he does all the wordsmithing and I help on the editing end and like the other stuff, like storyboarding. But this one I said I wanted to do some of the scenes. And let me tell you, I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling like I don't know what I'm doing and I should just quit. But I really, really want to write those scenes because the character I'm writing is my favorite character. She is this little bundle of wackiness that I adore. And I don't want anybody else to have her scenes. So I'm pushing through. I'm going to learn. I'm going to edit. I'm going to edit some more. And I'm going to edit again until it's perfect. I know it's going to take longer than if Mike did it. But it's mine. And I want it. And I want the struggle so I can look back and go, I did that. I pushed through. And have the confidence to be able to do a whole novel on my own one day. And be able to say, I did all of that. So we got this, guys. I love you, and we got this.